Have you ever wondered why some relationships feel rock solid, no matter the challenges, while others crumble at the slightest pressure? Confucius taught that trust isn't a one-time achievement, but a daily practice. Today, we'll explore 7 powerful habits rooted in his wisdom that create bonds so strong they stand the test of time. Stick with me, because once you learn these practices, you'll see trust grow in every area of your life. Habit 1. Listen with full attention. You begin every conversation by setting aside distractions, putting your phone face down, turning toward the speaker, and letting the silence settle. In that moment, you demonstrate that their words matter more than anything else in the room. Confucius said, "The cautious seldom err," reminding us that careful listening is the foundation of understanding. By truly hearing someone, catching the unspoken tremor in their voice or the flicker in their eyes, you lay the first stone of trust. Try this next time a friend shares a worry. Practice full attention, nod, reflect back what you've heard, and resist the urge to jump ahead with advice. That patient presence tells them, your heart is safe here. Habit 2. Keep your word. Let promise be your most sacred verb. Imagine you say, "I'll pick you up at 6, and you arrive precisely on time, rain or shine. That reliability echoes far beyond punctuality. It builds an expectation that you honor your commitments. Confucius declared, when it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. In other words, rather than rescind promises, adjust your efforts to keep them. Stories abound of people who never learned this lesson: the friend who always forgets the plan, the co-worker who vows support but vanishes, the leader who makes grand pledges then disappears. Each broken promise chips away at trust. In contrast, follow-through cultivates confidence. Try this when you commit, whether to a deadline, a favor, or simply meeting for coffee. Write it down, set a reminder, and hold yourself accountable. Over time, others learn that your yes is as solid as a mountain. Habit 3. Speak truth with gentle courage. Confucius taught, better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Honest feedback can feel like a crack in the relationship, but it's actually the light that reveals deeper beauty. When you notice a friend slipping into self-doubt, or a colleague veering off course, offering constructive truth, delivered with empathy, signals that you care enough to risk discomfort. Imagine a mentor gently pointing out a habit that holds you back, not to shame, but to empower. That act forges an emotional contract: I respect you too much to let you stay stuck. On the flip side, sugar-coated lies or silent avoidance erode trust. Try this: choose one relationship where honest feedback could help. Frame it with, "I want to support you, can I share an observation?" And speak from your own perspective: "I've noticed and wondered if it's something you'd like to discuss." That invitation to truth builds a bridge of mutual respect. Habit 4. Embody consistency in words and actions. Have you ever felt unsettled by someone whose mood swings set the emotional barometer? Affection one day, stonewalling the next. Confucius warned that the beginning of wisdom is to call things by their proper name, and consistency calls our relationships by the name of reliability. When your mood, values, and behavior line up, people know what to expect. Consider a parent who patiently enforces the same bedtime rules every night versus one who alternates between strictness and laxity. Children learn to trust the first, but they brace for unpredictability with the second. The same principle applies in every bond. When your integrity shines through steady kindness, no matter your own stress, you become an anchor. Try this: identify one area where you tend to fluctuate, perhaps your availability, your tone, or your level of support. Make a conscious choice to align your behavior with your core values, even under pressure. That unwavering consistency cements trust in the hardest seasons. Habit 5. Cultivate humble curiosity. Confucius urged us to study the past if you would define the future. In relationships, humble curiosity means asking questions not to score points but to understand another's story, the victories, the scars, the private dreams. When you approach people with genuine curiosity, leaning in to ask, "What was that like for you?" or "How did that shape you?" you validate their worth and weave deeper connections. Imagine meeting a new teammate and taking the time to learn their background, not just checkbox qualifications. You uncover the values that drive them and the obstacles they've overcome. In that moment, trust begins. They realize you see them as a complex person, not just a role. Try this in your next conversation. Practice asking 2 open-ended questions, then listen without planning your answer. Reflect back their key points before sharing your own perspective. That curious humility builds rapport and reassures them that you value their inner world. Habit 6. Show empathy. Step into their shoes with your whole heart. When someone is grieving or struggling, a quick "I'm sorry" can feel like they're scaffolding around a massive void. Confucius said, "To see what is right and not do it is want of courage," and real empathy requires the courage to feel with another. It's not sympathy, standing apart in sorrow, but empathy, leaning in, matching their pace of pain, and offering presence rather than platitudes. Picture a friend facing a job loss. Empathy might look like listening through tears, nodding as they process fear, and offering practical help only when they're ready to accept it. Each tear held without judgment strengthens trust more than any rushed "you'll be fine." Try this next time someone shares distress. Pause. Take a breath. Notice your own urge to fix things, then set it aside. Offer, "I'm here, I see your pain. Would you like to tell me more?" That fearless empathy builds an unbreakable bond in the crucible of vulnerability. Habit 7. Invest in their growth. Encourage their best self. Finally, Confucius spoke of Ren, benevolence that extends beyond charity into genuine investment in another's flourishing. When you root for someone's success, coaching their skills, celebrating each milestone, gently calling them back when they stray, you demonstrate trust that they, in turn, will trust themselves and you. This habit transforms relationships into gardens, each act of encouragement a seed that blossoms over years. Consider a manager who sponsors a team member's training, or a friend who joyously shares when you land your dream. That unwavering support says, "I believe in you," and people carry that confidence forward. Conversely, indifference or subtle undermining plants doubt. Identify one person whose growth matters to you. Offer a specific resource, an article, a referral, a weekend workshop, or schedule a check-in to celebrate progress. That consistent investment cultivates an ecosystem of trust that endures every season. Let's revisit the 7 Confucian habits that forge unbreakable trust. Listen with full attention, making every word a treasure. Honor your promises, letting your actions match your word. Speak truth with compassion, balancing honesty and kindness. Live with consistency, aligning values, mood, and behavior. Practice humble curiosity, asking to understand, not to judge. Show fearless empathy, feeling alongside them without rushing. Invest in their growth, cheering on their unfolding greatness. Each habit reflects Confucius's vision of relationships as moral practices, daily exercises that shape character and bind hearts. Which of these 7 habits will you practice today? Share your commitment in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to build trust in every corner of our lives. If this video resonated, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more timeless wisdom made practical. Hit the bell so you never miss a lesson that can transform your relationships and your life. Thank you for watching. Remember, trust isn't a one-time gift, it's an ongoing conversation of respect, truth, and care. Practice these Confucian habits every day, and watch your bonds become truly unbreakable. Until next time.